A beam has a cross section of an isosceles triangle with its base of 200 millimeter and height of 300 millimeter. The shear force applied on the section is 200 kilonewton. Find the shear stress at important points and draw the shear stress distribution along the depth of the section. Right. So this is the numerical. So based on the given data, now this is an isosceles triangle. What is isosceles triangle? Two sides are equal and it has a horizontal base, right? And two opposite angles are also equal. So I just draw the isosceles triangle. Uh, this is our given section. The base is 200 and the height is 300 millimeter. So we have to find the shear stress at important points and uh, draw the shear stress distribution. Now for a triangle, the center of gravity, these things we have already studied, right? So the CG, center of gravity, from the base, uh, see, from the base if you take, it is at the high, at a distance of h by 3, right? So this is the total height. So one third of the height of the triangle, you will find the location of the center of gravity. So this total is h and one third is the this distance. So this distance from the apex to the neutral axis, it will be 2h by 3, right? So in all our previous cases we did with respect to neutral axis we were finding the area and area moment. In this we will be doing from the apex. This will be our reference and with reference to this we will be finding the shear stress at various locations. Now I have done a construction. I have drawn a horizontal line here inside the triangle which is parallel to the base of this triangle, and this forms another symmetric triangle here. So these two triangles are similar triangles, right? Now let me first name these important points here. So I'll call this as A, this as B, and this as C, and I call this as E and F, right? So I have two triangles ABC and AEF. Now within this small triangle, I need to locate the center of gravity of this. So what I will do first is uh, I will I'll first name give a name to this distance. Okay, so since it is a vertical distance, I will call this as y. If you see the book, he has used x there. That is very much confusing. So that's why I've taken this as y. Now I need the location of the center of gravity of triangle AEF. Now y is the height of this triangle, EF is the base of the triangle. So the location of center of gravity of this triangle AEF will be somewhere here. Right? I'll show it like this. So this is my neutral axis of AEF, small rectangle construction which I have done. and this height is again two-third of the height of this triangle, which is y. So if you're getting confused at any point, please stop me. So this is 2y by 3, right? So this is the construction I have made. Now what I have to do is I have to derive a expression for finding the shear stress at any distance y from the apex, and using that equation I can find the shear stress at various points. Now this is my neutral axis, so if you want shear stress at neutral axis, you just have to give the distance of y as 2h by 3. Right? So if you do that, you will get the shear stress at this point. So like that, you can find the shear stress at all the various points, right? So let us try to find the equation first. Now let me go back here. Solution. Uh, where is my shear stress equation? Okay. We have shear stress in any section. Tau is equal to F by I into A y bar by B. Correct? Now I have to find A y bar of this small triangle and then I of this complete section, and at this level y, EF is the width.
हॅलो सर.
Yes,
सर खूप जणांना जॉईन व्हायला प्रॉब्लेम येतोय सर, एरर येतोय.
error.
हा सर, एरर येतोय.
Right. Now we have to first find the AY bar, right? So let us do that. AY bar is equal to, it is the area moment, right? Now what is the area here? It is half into base into height. Uh, so I'll just write the equation as it is. So BH by half into base into height. Is this down? Into y bar. See, y bar is the distance of the center of gravity of the section that we have considered with respect to the neutral axis, right? Now this is the neutral axis and this is the center of gravity of triangle AEF, right? So I need this distance from this to this, right? So this distance I have to calculate. Now what is this distance? It is,
Hello, sir.
yes,
Sir, can I do one thing? They are not getting the.
okay. So we were talking about the y bar. The y bar will be the distance from the center of gravity of this small triangle which I have considered AEF and the neutral axis of the complete section, that is G, right? So this distance we need, and this distance is 2h by 3 minus 2y by 3, right? So this will give me the height here, right? So let me just put that in that equation. So I will put a large bracket there. So it is 2h by 3 minus 2y by. Is that okay? Now this B is actually this base, right? EF. So I'll just put that this as EF, F into height.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, your screen is totally white, sir. We can't see anything.
I'll share once again. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir. Now we can.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. So it is EF into H, and H for this small triangle is actually Y, right? So I'll put that as Y. Now our next step is to find this EF. Let me go back to this section. See, mostly here it is the geometry, right? So you have to use similar triangles and center of gravity equations and all this. Now I am using this similar triangles A, B, C and A, E, F, right? So from this, or I can use the height of these two also, right? So what I can write is, I'll write it here only. From the large triangle, I can write BC by H should be equal to EF by Y. Correct? H is the height of this larger triangle. Y is the height of the small triangle. BC is the base of large triangle and EF is the base of the small triangle, right? So basically you have to consider these triangles and half of EF and half of BC, and then you multiply by 2. You can do it that way also, or directly I have put it here. Now BC is actually B, so B by H is equal to EF by Y, or EF is equal to By by H. Did you get this? The length EF is By by H. So I'll just put that here. But EF is equal to By by H. Correct? By by H. Now I have to substitute this in this expression, right? And then try to simplify this. Now let us do this. Now AY is equal to EF is By by H into Y into 2H by 3 minus 2Y by 3, right? Now this 2 by 3 I can take as common. So it will be 2 by 3 into H minus Y, right? So this is equal to, this 2 gets cancelled. So what I get is 1 by 3, right? B y into y, so it becomes y square by h, right? So B by h multiplication sign there, B by h into y square. Okay, so I got this. 2 by 3 I have taken out and 2 got cancelled with this 2. Now what remains is h minus y. So into H minus. Okay, now let us keep this as it is. What else do we need? I need I and B. See, B is already found, which is By by H, right, which is EF. So I need to find I. Moment of inertia of triangle ABC about neutral axis, right? So it is INA, and it is given by BH cube by 36, right? So this is the equation of moment of inertia of a triangle about its neutral axis, right? Now I can substitute all these values in this expression, and you have to simplify this expression. So let me do this expression. F by I, for time being I'll keep I as it is. I'll substitute the value of I later. I'll just put A y bar by B. Now A y bar is this value, right? And B is By, sorry, By by H, right? Now we have to try to simplify this. This H and this H get cancelled. This will go to the numerator, this comes to the denominator. So they both get cancelled. So it will be 1 by 3, right? This will remain as it is. Or I can write it as F by 3I, that is better, into by square, right? And in the denominator also I have by. So this b gets cancelled, and one of the y also gets cancelled. So what remains is y there, right? And this h also gets cancelled. Y into h minus y. H minus y. So this is equal to I'll take this y inside, so it becomes yh minus y square, right? So shear stress at any section from the apex of this triangle, right, from the apex of this triangle is given by this expression f by 3I into yh minus y square. Okay, now I have to find shear stress at various points and then draw the shear stress distribution diagram. That's it. Now I know that at A and BC it will be 0, right? First thing, if you see this expression, this is a constant. F by 3I is a constant. YH minus y square. So this is a second degree equation. So this is a equation of a parabola. So the distribution of shear stress along the depth of this cross section will be parabola. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll try to find the shear stress at various points. Now there is no significant point at A and BC. The shear stress will be zero. I know that, right? Because in this expression, at A y will be zero, right? So this will become zero and this will become zero. So this shear stress will be zero. And at BC, y is equal to h. So this will become h square minus h square. So this will become 0 and the shear stress at this point is also 0. So the maximum shear stress will be somewhere in between this. So the only significant point I know is the neutral axis. So first let us find the shear stress at neutral axis. Shear stress at neutral axis. Here y is equal to what? 2h by 3. Now I will start substituting the values. 2h by 3, right? So this is equal to 2 by 3 into how much is h? H is 300. So this will be, this 3 gets cancelled, 2 into 100, so it will be 200 mm. So the neutral axis from the apex is at 200 mm. I'll calculate the value of I because I need all these values. I is equal to bh cube by 36. So this is equal to, I'll just copy it as it is and substitute the value. The base is 200. Go up. Into height is 300, right? So let me calculate this. 300 cube into 200 by 36. Okay, I'll just copy this and paste here. Is equal to this much, right? This will be mm raised to f is known, y is found. Okay, now we can find the shear stress. So I'll use this equation. Shear stress is given by is equal to 3 f by 3I into this one, right? Now what is shear force? 200 kilonewton. So it is 200 kilonewton is 1000, 200,000. Value of I is this value. I'll put it in bracket. Okay. Y is 200 millimeter. 200 into H is 300 into Y is again 200 square. So this is equal to, let me calculate. Alright, so this is 200,000 into, I'll open a bracket, 200 into 300 minus 200 square, close the bracket, by 3 by, I will better copy this value and put this here. So it is 8.8888. So I will write this as 8.89 mega Pascal. Okay, so this is the shear stress at the neutral axis, but I am not sure whether this is the maximum shear stress, right? Because the the neutral axis is far below from the apex. Now I have to find the maximum shear stress along this on this section. So maximum shear stress is given by what I have to do is, see, this is my generic expression for shear stress. I have to differentiate this expression. Let me call, I just have to differentiate this expression with respect to y, right, and equate it to 0. From that I will get the location of maximum shear stress, right? So what I will do is, uh, ratio b tau by by is equal to 0, right? So if you solve this condition, you will get the actual value of this. So this is my tau, or put a large bracket there, of this should be equal to 0. Okay, now it's a very simple differentiation. 3 by f by 3I is a constant, so it will remain as it is, nothing will happen to that. So I'll just put it here into YH. I am differentiating with respect to Y, so it will be H into H minus Y square will become 2Y, 2Y, and this should be equal to 0. Now f by 3I will go on the other side, so that gets cancelled. So what I get is h minus 2y is equal to 0, or y is equal to h by, right? So at a distance of y is equal to h by 2, that is half of the height of the triangle, I will be having the maximum shear stress, right? Now let us find the value of maximum shear stress. Now how to find the value of maximum shear stress? Use the same equation that we have used here and put the value of y as h by 2. That's it, right? So I'll copy this expression again. Now max shear stress is equal to, I will call this as tau max, right? Tau max is equal to, this remains same, that is not changing, into YH, right? So Y here will be h by 2. Let me do that also. H is 300 by 2, which will be equal to 150 mm. So this is 150, and y square, this will also be 150, right? Now let us calculate this. Oh my god, let me just copy this again. 200,000 by this by 3 into 150 into 300 minus 150 square. So it is 10 megapascal. This is equal to 10 MPa. Okay, so if you want, you can just write this also. At apex, y is equal to 0. So shear stress is equal to 0. At base, y is equal to h. Shear stress is equal to again 0, right? Now I can draw the shear stress distribution. For this, again you project all the salient points here, right? I will need the point at the middle of the triangle, right, along the height. Now the shear stress distribution will be parabolic, like this. This also becomes okay, and it will vary like this. Right? So at this point, I have the maximum value. This is 8 point something, and here it will be 0, right? So this is the shear stress distribution for the given triangular section.